What is good, YouTube? Day 22 of the series, but it is just me. The boys had shit to do, and really, the series is coming to an end because right now they're just putting the work, and there's not much more I could teach them to help them get there. Now it's just trial and error, seeing what works and what doesn't. And you guys might be in the same spot right now. So, this is pretty much just a little rant to you guys. So I'm gonna tell you a little story right now. When I first started trading, I was working a job. I didn't like the job. Or the job wasn't too bad, but I didn't see myself doing that in the future because the people I worked with, number one, they would tell me they're like, bro, find something else. You don't want to do this the rest of your life. And I'm like, damn, these are people who were in my same position. They got out of school and they went to work the job, which is exactly what I was doing. And this one guy, Calvin, he was probably one of the youngest ones working there, and he told me he's like, yeah, bro, this shit's kind of ass. You don't want to do it. And I don't know what it was, but that made me realize that maybe I don't want to do it. At the time, it was cool. I was fine with working. I'm making money. But I'm like, damn, he was pretty much in my exact same position, having the choice of what to do with his life. And he made his decision and he was not fulfilled with it. He didn't enjoy it. And that changed my whole perspective. I'm like, do I really want to do this? And the answer was no. I was learning trading at the time, but it really never clicked that I'm like, damn, I'm grown now. I really gotta choose what I want to do. So I went all in with trading. I started trading. I got a mentor, Riley Botha. Preach, my boy. But yeah, started learning trading. And as I got better, started learning, I got my first payout. I don't know, maybe 4, 5 months into trading, which now that I look at it is pretty shit because all my students have gotten it in like 3 months or less. So I'm like, damn. But with that, I'm like, shit. Okay, so it is possible. And you guys are gonna get in that exact same position. You get your first payout, and it's a whole new world. You're like, damn, online money is possible. It's not a scam. I could really make this shit work. And I keep going, I keep trading, and I don't know, I think it was maybe a whole month later, I get another payout for 1200. So right there, I'm like, damn, it is possible. I did it 2 times in a row. So you know what a real one like me do? I quit that shit. Quit that fucking job and went all in with trading. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you, but just giving you the truth. After that, the next 2 months, worst months of my life, blowing money on evals when I had no income. I had maybe 5, 10K saved up. But again, that's not much when you're paying for your food, gas, evals, and you have nothing coming in return. So that actually really scared me, but it also made me want to hustle more, made me want to make trading work even more. And now, and now that I think about it, it's like, damn, would I be in the same position now if I didn't quit? Probably not. But that lit a fire inside me and made me want it more. I think after those 2, 3, 4 months of not making shit and just losing money, it got to the point where I think I was down to my last fucking $12 in my bank account. That is $12 in my bank account. And you know, a fund aid's $100. So we had a little problem there. But no, I didn't get a job. I didn't DoorDash. I went into debt. I opened up my credit card and started just buying 5 stacks of fucking Fundeds to make my money back. I'm like, okay, this is what I gotta do. I gotta make shit work. If it doesn't work out, I'll get a job. The worst thing that happens if you fail at anything in life, anything different as trying to be an entrepreneur, you go back to a normal life that everyone lives. So that's what made me keep going. I'm like, if I fail, so what? I get a job again, make my fucking money, and then quit again. That simple. I was all in for trading. I knew this shit would work. The only way it wouldn't work is if I gave up too early. And that's where a lot of traders fail. They see it isn't working the best, so they quit. They're like, damn, let me try something else. This shit's a scam. But me, no, I stuck through it. I dug that shit out. But the main point I want to get across to you with that, with anything you want to do in life, whether it's being an entrepreneur and trading or doing real estate, fucking drop shipping, TikTok shop, whatever it is, if you fail, you just go back to being a regular person like everyone else. So it's not too bad when you think of it that way. It's not like you're gonna be homeless and be like, fuck, I got no money at all. No, you might feel sorry for yourself for a little, but if you fail, you go back to being a regular person. So that's the thing that kept me going. I'm like, there is really, I don't know how to say it, but there's really, hmm, I mean, there's really nothing that makes me wanna stop or give up. I'm like, I thought of the worst and the worst, and that was not as bad. Shit, I really don't know how to word it. I looked at the fucking pros, and that shit was better than the cons. You feel? Pros, I'm making fucking 50K a month. Cons, I work a normal fucking job for minimum wage. And I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. I'll still make it by. So bang, what do? We keep going in with trading. And what do you know? I passed those evals. I actually take my time. I followed my rules. Even when I was in such a time restraint. Because, you got to pay the credit card off. And I think I put around 1800, 1800 in debt at 18 years old. What the fuck, man? But that's exactly what I did. I went all in with trading. I knew it would work if I kept going. And that's what happened. After passing those accounts, keep trading, within, I think it was 2 weeks, I was able to request a payout. And guess how much that payout was? $7,000 in total between 5 accounts, which doesn't seem like the best, right? But think of that. You have no money in your bank account. You deadass can't get gas. And then you just get a $7,000 check in. So, right there, I proved to myself that I could make shit work back against the wall. And I made shit happen, right? So, why can't you do the same, whether you're working a job or not? Back against the wall, you can make shit happen. The only reason things won't happen is if you don't want it to work. If you put all, if you put 100% into something every day, you're not going to see results in the first week, no. But compound interest is going to go up, 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 up till you reach your goal. And that's why I'm so hard on people when they give up. I'm like, are you a bitch? All you have, like, take it like this. If I told you You have to fail 100 times straight, then on the 101st try, you'll be rich. You would fail every fucking day if you had to. You would fail, 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 because you know down the end of the road, you will be where you want to. You're making the certain amount you want, or whatever. And that's how you got to think about it in today. You fail, but you look down that tunnel, you're like, damn, it's getting closer and closer. And that's each stage of trading. You're like, damn, okay, I know all the confluences. All right, I learned this strategy and I could put it together. I'm taking trades and winning. And now I'm on an eval and I just passed it. I got my first payout and now I'm scaling. You see, you keep going until you reach the end of the tunnel. And that's all I want to get to you guys from this video is if you keep going, you will not fail. And it's that simple because I was in that position. Not many other people could say they were in debt to make something work. A lot of you, and I could say this from facts, a lot of you would not take the same risk as me. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing because it was pretty stupid, right? But I never let that shit leave my head. I'm like, this shit will work out. And look at this. It is working out. I'm making more now than I could even imagine. I'm making more than I would for my 9 to 5, making more than most people around me. I'm able to do nice things for my family, able to chill with my friends. I could DoorDash food. My broke ass before couldn't do that. And now look at me, bitch. Fuck you. But that's all I want you guys to understand is if you put the work in every day and have no other thoughts, no thoughts of failure, you will succeed. And the reason I saved the video for right now is because we're towards the end of the series where now I taught you most things you could learn. Yeah, you could still learn more, but these are the main things I just taught you right now. I taught you my exact model, most important confluences. What else can I do for you? If you don't want to do one-on-one, that's all right. I'm not going to make you. If you want to, just DM me. We can. But it's all with you right now. It's all in your head. You got to keep telling yourself, if I keep going, tomorrow I can get that payout. Or if I keep going, next month I could hit 10K. And you're going to be like that for every step in your trading journey. And I'm telling you, from experience, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're always going to want more. I hit my first 10K month, and guess what? I'm like, I need 20 now. If I hit 20, I'm going to want 50 to 100. You're always going to want more. And I know that because I have friends more successful than me, and they tell me that they always want more. They keep that same drive. That's why most of the time I could tell if someone really wants it. Because they always talk about it, they think of ways they're going to get there. But the people who don't, they're like, oh, if I end up there, I'll end up there. I don't really care. Those are the people who will not make it. And I know that because I've seen people fail who were like that. It's not like I'm just feeding you bullshit. I am telling you everything from experience. But that's really all I wanted to give to you guys today. I mean, if you keep going, you will succeed. If you give up, you will not succeed. It's that simple. The choice is yours. No one else is going to make it happen for you. Only you can do that by putting the work in every day, building strong habits, and continue to work through challenges. That's all you got to do. But yeah, that's all I got. That's my little story to you guys. If you need help trading, check the link in my bio. There's one-on-one, there's my group mentorship. I got two options for you. And if you don't want to, so fucking be it. Put the work in by yourself. Okay? We all got the same goals. We want to succeed, but we can't do it for each other. You got to do it yourself. So that's it for today's video. Continue to grind, continue to work, and know at the end of the day, if you do that every single day, at some point in the line, you will make it. Just keep going.